Yeah, I should win just because you had the Timberwolves in the 8th seed.
Vasilevsky's been playing really well, and the Lightning have a great offense.
Yeah, it was a tremendous shot, and I've come to expect it from LeBron, who's become one of the clutchest players in NBA history as of recently.
So I have him going off one night, but I think he's just going to get tired. So that's why the Nets winning in 5.
I would say I wish the best for the Red Sox, but as a Yankees fan, that's really hard for me to do.
The biggest addition to me is Jalen Brunson.
Both teams that beat the Rangers are rebuilding faster than the Rangers.
Why'd you have to name him? Like, seriously. Thanks, man. To me, those top 2 starters are Lucas Gaelito and Lance Flynn.
Kaprizov and the rest of this crew. Jordan Greenway, who doesn't get enough props. He definitely is somebody who needs to be mentioned more. I definitely think it's going to be a great series, and I'm interested to see how much Kaprizov can impact the game as a rookie.
How is Joe Burrow going to get the ball to them if his butt is already on the ground when he finally decides who to throw to?
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and that's all I have to say. He's still a top 5 quarterback in this league, and there's nothing really anyone can do about it.
All I could think of was Dame.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now, if Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
And then I want to talk about the Fernando Tatis extension, because that really surprised me. Because he's so young.
The Hurricanes just have too much. They're probably the most complete team this year, and I anticipate them winning.
You know what this means, Bengals. Take the nice one. Do not let what happened to Andrew Luck happen to Joe Burrow.
Clippers versus the Nets. Who would have thought 5 years ago that the Clippers and Nets would be facing in the finals?
But I have the Sixers versus Jazz.
Crazy. And for the fans at home, for the listeners at home.
Hello, I'm Cy Mendenhall, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our USFL Opinions of the Week. I'm joined by my co-host, Austin, and we are going to be predicting the USFL Playoffs. Not as lengthy as other playoffs we have done for our other videos, but Austin, I'll let you mention the first game, and I'll go from there.
Yeah, so the first game that is on Saturday, June 25th, is the Philadelphia Stars versus the New Jersey Generals. Both of these playoff games are where a 9-1 team is playing against a 6-4 team. The Philadelphia Stars is a 6-4 team, and New Jersey Generals are 9-1. The New Jersey Generals lost week 1 and have won 9 straight games. The Stars picked it up and are now 6-4. The spread is minus 4.5 for New Jersey, so they expect them to win by basically 5 points. I definitely think that the teams that are 9-1 have a big advantage because they've played the whole season only losing 1 game. But it's the playoffs; it's only 1 game, so anything can happen.
Yeah, I agree. So did I miss your prediction?
Say again?
Did I miss your prediction on who wins?
I'll go with the New Jersey Generals to win.
Okay, I agree with you here. They are 9-1, and they are the first game ever playoff game in the new USFL. And then I was telling Austin this before. There is a halftime, or between both games, there is a concert from Trace Adkins. It'll be interesting. I think that's a nice addition for all the people that are visiting for the game or attending each game. So maybe they get there early. We'll see. But now the primetime games, the Birmingham Stallions versus the Breakers. They met in week 3 when they were both undefeated, and the Stallions came out on top, and they wouldn't lose till later on in the season. So they're 9-1, and the Breakers are 6-4. And I'm gonna go Breakers with the upset.
I agree. The Breakers are the team I chose before the season to win it all. So I'm going to stick with my prediction. Even though the Birmingham Stallions are 9-1, I definitely am going to take New Orleans here.
Yeah, I agree. So now you and I have agreed on both the winners. Now we both have the Breakers versus Generals in the final. What is your prediction for the final?
So I'm going to take the Breakers to win. I'm going to go like 31-28. I think it'll be a close game. There has been some parity issues, but in the playoffs, like I said, anything can happen. It's only 1 game. The Breakers have the best running back in the league, or at least they have the most yards. So I think they'll run the ball well, and eventually win the game.
Cool. You and I are going to disagree. I picked the Generals. So we don't have to go into any uh, score differential, um, anything else to predict the winner if it went this way. So I have the Generals. I just think the Breakers are going to get a huge upset, and then I think they're going to kind of have an emotional high, and then they're going to get brought down to earth for the Generals. So the Generals would win the first ever USFL championship.
Did you
And
say the
for
score?
score, is that what you just said? Score?
Yeah.
Okay, score. I'll go 24-22.
Close game for both of us.
Yeah, close game. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I think it's good that they made it so far, and I'm intrigued that they moved from Birmingham into Canton for the playoffs. Now, no team has a home field advantage, like a neutral site, and I'm okay with that. I kind of want to see next year. We've talked about like home field advantage and traveling. Maybe they just can't afford that yet. We'll have to see. Um, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the entire season should have been played in Canton so that no home team had an advantage. Because Birmingham obviously went 9-1, but all their games were basically home games. So it was definitely weird. It's awkward seeing everyone having to play at the same field with one of those teams being playing in their home city. Hopefully that changes in the future, and I definitely like that the playoffs are played at a neutral site because I think it's the fairest when no team really does have a home field except for Birmingham.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, that is all we got for the USFL Championship and the playoff predictions. Let's see how well both of us do in this predictions. Um, let us know your predictions at our Twitter, OutsidersPod21, or our YouTube comments, or at our email, OutsidersPod21 at gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.